All right, guys, so I wanted to run through the bouncing ball experiment with you guys. I'm here with Miss Avila. She's helping me record. So I'm going to be wearing a mask through this, but I wanted to make sure you guys got a chance to see how to start this experiment and how to record your data. So I'm going to be running through the bouncing ball experiment, and I'm going to be bouncing this ball 5 times and trying to record its height as it reaches the top of the bounce each time, okay? So I've done some pre-work before getting to this experiment. I've written down my data table to get started with my recording. I've got a table here, and I want you to go ahead and pause this video and make sure that you have your data table written down just like I have up above. Okay, we've got a row for bounces. We've got a row for our height. For our height for the first bounce, our height for the second bounce, our height for the third bounce, and then we have some calculation columns. We have a column for average of the heights, and we have a column for the difference in those heights. Okay, so go ahead and pause now. Make sure you've got your table written down. And we're back. So I've chosen to start my first bounce from a height of 2 meters. That's because I'm tall enough where at eye level, really I can start at 2 meters. So you might want to start at a different height, maybe 150 centimeters, maybe 160 centimeters. Just start at a good height that you can get eye level with. Ooh, good catch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this ball and do my best to stay eye level with where that ball is going to reach on the top of its bounce. And then I'm going to record that data 3 times, okay? So as I drop the ball, I'm making sure that I have a steady hand, and I'm going to get an idea of where this ball is going to end up at the top of its bounce. And then I'm going to move to eye level so that I can get a good recording. One thing to keep in mind is we want to start our bounce with the bottom of the ball at that measurement. So if I'm starting at 200 centimeters, the bottom of my ball is going to be at 200 centimeters. Not the middle of the ball, not the top of the ball, the bottom of the ball. So with the bottom of the ball there, I'm going to drop, catch, and get an idea that this ball is going to be about this high. Keep my eye level there and drop again. Try to get it at its height and see that that ball reached about 161 centimeters. So I'll write that down in my data, that this first bounce was 161 centimeters. And I'm going to repeat that process 2 more times from that 200 centimeter starting point. The reason why we do this is we want to get a good average about what this ball is doing. One trial is not going to be enough. That one reached about 163. Okay. And then my last one, again from 200 centimeters, reached about 162. Okay, about 162. We'll average these numbers up, and then we're going to start our second bounce from that height. Calculate that out. You'll add all the numbers together, divide by 3, and you're going to get 162 centimeters. One more calculation that we're going to do here is we're going to find the difference of where this ball ended up to where it started, from where it started. It started at 200. It ended up at 162. That difference is going to be 38 centimeters. Okay? Let's repeat the process from 162 centimeters, and we're going to fill in this table all the way down. Okay, so from 162 centimeters, I'm again going to start with the bottom of the ball at 162, get an idea of where it's going to bounce. Now I'm going to have to get down on a knee because my eye level is going to have to change. So from 162 centimeters, where's this ball going to bounce? Right about there at 130. So let's record that data, 130, and repeat the process 2 more times, find your average, and find the difference from that previous bounce. All right, we'll talk about this in class. We'll get all this data down, and this will help us get to not only arithmetic sequences, but also geometric sequences. All right, I'll see you guys in class.